Watching the latest updates from Egypt here on Qnews. Let's find out the latest developments. Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has arrived in Madrid for an official visit aimed at strengthening bilateral relations between Egypt and Spain. According to the Egyptian presidency, President al-Sisi is set to meet with Spain's king, the prime minister, and executives from major Spanish companies. The visit will also include his participation in an economic event alongside Spanish business leaders. Presidential spokesman Ambassador Mohammed al-Shinnawi confirmed that a key highlight of the visit will be the signing of an agreement elevating Egypt-Spain relations to the level of a strategic partnership. Additionally, several memorandums of understanding are expected to be signed, covering various fields of cooperation. A breakthrough in negotiations and talks between Egyptian, Qatari, Israeli, and U.S. delegations in Cairo have successfully concluded. A well-informed source confirmed to Al Qahira News channel that Egyptian and Qatari mediation efforts have secured an agreement for the release of the remaining Israeli and Palestinian detainees. The exchange is set to take place on Saturday as part of the ongoing ceasefire agreement. This development marks a significant step in the diplomatic efforts to stabilize the region and implement the terms of the truce. Egypt has confirmed that it will host an urgent Arab summit on March 4th to discuss plans to rebuild the Gaza Strip without displacing Palestinian inhabitants. The Egyptian Foreign Ministry said in a statement that the summit was originally scheduled to be held on February 27th, but was postponed to March 4th to complete logistical preparations. The summit follows a proposal by U.S. President Donald Trump to take over Gaza and resettle its Palestinian inhabitants to develop it into what he called the Riviera of the Middle East. Equipment to contribute in Gaza reconstruction has begun to enter into the Strip from Rafah border crossing. Egypt continues its humanitarian efforts to support the Palestinian people in the Gaza Strip, with relief aid trucks crossing through the Rafah land crossing from the Egyptian side. Trucks from the Long Live Egypt convoy, loaded with relief supplies, arrived at the Egyptian side of the Rafah crossing after departing from various governorates, demonstrating the Egyptians' solidarity with Gaza. Minister of Health and Population Khaled Abdel Ghaffar has with Kamil Ghribi, president of the GKSD Investment Holding Group, and IRCCS San Donato Hospital to explore investment opportunities in Egypt's healthcare sector. Discussions centered on potential investments in healthcare, medical education, and training, including plans to develop a state-of-the-art hospital in New Cairo. The $100 million facility, with a capacity of 140 beds, will be equipped with cutting-edge medical technologies. The meeting also covered the establishment of an international medical university, offering specialized programs to train skilled professionals in medicine and nursing. Minister of Investment and Foreign Trade Hassan Al-Khatib has showcased the country's investment potential and recent business environment reforms at the Disrupt Tech Nile in Luxor. Minister Al-Khatib highlighted investment opportunities and the advantages of the Egyptian market, emphasizing ongoing government efforts to implement fiscal, monetary, and trade policy reforms to attract investment and boost foreign trade. The event gathered over 150 local and international investors, government officials, and entrepreneurs from 4 continents, showcasing successful business models in Egypt and the Middle East. The Egyptian National Railways has launched a new hotline for the public to make inquiries and reserve their train tickets. The newly launched customer service center offers a variety of services to enhance passenger convenience. Travelers can inquire about train schedules and routes across all lines, as well as obtain information on nationwide ticket sales methods and channels. Additionally, the center provides ticket verification services for tickets purchased through various platforms. Minister of Petroleum and Mineral Resources Karim Badawi and Saudi Arabia's Minister of Energy Abdulaziz bin Salman have signed an agreement to develop an executive plan for energy efficiency cooperation between the two countries. The agreement lays the foundation for a national energy efficiency program in Egypt, with both nations working together to develop and implement the initiative. Egypt and Saudi Arabia will exchange knowledge and technical expertise to enhance energy efficiency. The agreement also aims to strengthen energy efficiency infrastructure and facilitate financing and investment opportunities to support energy-saving projects. Egypt and Croatia are strengthening economic ties. Business leaders and officials from both countries gathered today for the Egyptian-Croatian Economic Forum in Cairo. The forum, co-chaired by Egyptian Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and his Croatian counterpart Andrea Plenković, focused on boosting trade and investment opportunities. Luka Brilović, president of the Croatian Chamber of Commerce, emphasized the deep-rooted relationship between the two nations, built on mutual respect and shared interests. He highlighted Egypt's significance as a key market with a population of 110 million, offering vast opportunities for Croatian businesses, particularly in energy, electrical engineering and construction. Brilović also expressed gratitude to the Egyptian Federation of Chambers of Commerce for facilitating strong trade connections, reaffirming Croatia's commitment to expanding commercial cooperation with Egypt. Egypt's General Authority for Investment and Free Zones, GAFI, has signed a memorandum of understanding with Croatia's Ministry of Economy to enhance bilateral cooperation in various investment sectors. Yasra Abbas, Deputy CEO of GAFI, emphasized the authority's commitment to expanding investment relations with Croatia, fostering joint cooperation and encouraging private sector engagement in both countries. He noted that ongoing discussions with the Croatian side have led to a mutual agreement to formalize investment collaboration, culminating in the signing of this MOU. Minister of Agriculture and Land Reclamation Ale Farouk has stated Egyptian-Serbian relations have witnessed significant growth through the exchange of high-level visits between the two sides. The volume of trade exchange between the two countries has shown a significant increase in recent years, rising from $94 million in 2022 to about $300 million in 2024, including Serbian imports that amounted to about $41 million to Egypt, while Egypt's exports of various goods to Serbia amounted to about $72 million, and services, especially tourism, represented about $180 million. The Egyptian government is exploring a new approach, potentially offering smaller share portions through initial public offerings instead of selling them directly to strategic investors. This change follows the government's revised approach for selling the United Bank, which was initially intended for sale to Gulf sovereign wealth funds. However, after unsuccessful attempts, the government decided to list the bank on the EGX by the end of 2024. The Ministry of Petroleum and Mineral Resources has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Greek Ministry of Environment and Energy to enhance collaboration on carbon capture, storage and utilization. This partnership aims to reduce carbon emissions from the energy sector and promote the transition to a low-carbon economy. The agreement also seeks to facilitate knowledge exchange between the two countries on carbon capture and storage, CCS, technologies, with a focus on developing regulatory frameworks to govern CCS implementation. Egypt and the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development has explored increased cooperation in water resource management. Egypt's Minister of Water Resources and Irrigation, Henry Swelem, met with Sue Barrett, the EBRD's head of infrastructure for Europe and the Middle East. Discussions focused on rehabilitating water pumping stations to enhance efficiency, reduce electricity consumption and lower emissions, contributing to climate change mitigation. The meeting also included a review of ongoing projects, notably progress in the Kitchener Drain Rehabilitation Project. The Central Bank of Egypt has announced banking sector's efforts have made significant strides, achieving 12 out of the UN's 17 Sustainable Development Goals. The sector's initiatives include targeted financial inclusion, accounts for vulnerable groups, specialized financing for farmers, and programs addressing students' educational needs. In recognition of these efforts, the Sustainable Banking and Finance Network recently upgraded Egypt's sustainable finance rating from developing to advancing in its 2024 report. This upgrade reflects Egypt's progress in developing sustainable finance frameworks in line with international best practices. In the world of sports, Pyramids FC has returned to the top of the Egyptian Premier League standings with a hard-fought victory over Modern Sport. At a Salem Stadium in Cairo, Pyramids secured a crucial 1-0 win over Modern Sport. The club moved to 33 points from 14 matches, 1 point ahead of defending champions Al Ahly. Pyramids maintained pressure throughout the second half, but Modern Sport failed to mount a comeback. Meanwhile, Ceramica Cleopatra and MB played an entertaining 2-2 draw in their encounter, and Al Ittihad of Alexandria claimed a narrow 1-0 victory over El Gouna. Egypt's Meteorological Authority has issued a weather forecast for Wednesday, February 19, 2025, warning of fluctuating conditions across the country. The forecast indicates mild daytime temperatures in Greater Cairo, the Nile Delta, the northeastern coast, and northern Upper Egypt. The northwestern coast will experience moderate weather, while South Sinai and southern Upper Egypt will be warm. However, temperatures are expected to drop significantly at night and in the early morning, bringing severe cold across most regions. Morning fog is expected to reduce visibility on agricultural and highway roads, especially near water bodies leading to and from Greater Cairo, the Delta, the northern coast, the Canal cities, and central Sinai. Scattered light to moderate rain is also expected over parts of the northern coast, northern Delta, and central Sinai. There is also a slight chance of light rain in Greater Cairo during the evening hours. These are all the news we have for now, but here's a reminder of today's main Egyptian stories. President Sisi arrives in Madrid for an official visit to strengthen Egypt-Spain relations. Egypt, Qatar, Israel, and the US reach an agreement on detainee release under a ceasefire deal. And Egypt confirms it will host urgent Arab summit on March 4th to discuss Gaza reconstruction without displacing Palestinians. These are all the news we have for now, but please stay updated by following Q News here for the latest updates. I'm Henny Saif. Thank you for joining us.